Four. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the EG Part of Thunder with your boy, the young light-skinned Keith Sweat. And here to my left, my guy, Hassan. Freshman Juco transferred to UMass Dartmouth. His season stats this year, 1 sack, 13 tackles in 7 games. And my guy, returning guest to the right, first team All-Region, first team All-New England, 8 games played, 51 receptions, 1,181 yards, and 9 tutties, and he was snubbed All-American. My guy, Angel Sanchez. Let's get it, baby.
Yo, what's good? Appreciate you.
That's the GOAT right there.
Yeah.
That's my roommate.
Hassan's roommate. Let's give a little introduction. How was your first year at UMass dorming with the first team All-New England, All-Region guy, Angel Sanchez?
I mean, it was alright. It ain't really nothing, Nah, I'm just playing, man. It was pretty cool, man. Me and Angel grew up together. Been playing football together since we were like 6, 7. So it's been a blessing, especially when you get to play with a childhood friend, especially somebody like to his stature. Like, this is Angel Sanchez we talking about. Like for real, let's keep it 100. Like, you talk about Rhode Island football, you get the Quiddy Page, you get the CJ Waits, the Raven, the Oliver, and then you get the Angel Sanchez. It's like,
So you think Angel's on a different level, like maybe level of the Quiddies is what you're trying to imply?
yeah, I'm saying that when they say Quiddy Pay, Angel Sanchez's name should be brought up with him, as in a Rhode Island great. They both went to the same school. They both did the same things at the same school. So, like, why not? Like,
Yeah, so you said your childhood friend. Has that always been like his reputation from like the beginning? Do you think like you could see that at a young age?
yeah, he'll tell you. I was his first quarterback, so like I'm handing him the ball. Yeah,
Quarterback.
not a lot of people know that. Smoke used to, yeah, I was that. No, but no, yeah,
You were that quarterback. Get in, just hand it off to the running back, and get out the way.
Oh no, I used to do some things, Effie.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me. This is what he worked on the podcast for.
Coach Heidi, shout out to Coach Heidi, my boy Keith's mom. That was my first coach. She used to let me just have fun out there. It was really my first time playing football, so I really didn't know nothing about football. I just knew I was bigger than a lot of people. They tried to make me play center my first. I knew I wasn't going to let nobody be under me while I'm snapping. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I really just went with that, and then other than that, it's just. But no, yeah. Other than that, man, it's just Angel's like I said, we grew up together, so it's not even a friend anymore. It's more like a family. It's a brother thing. His family loves me, my family loves him. So it's just easy. Like he definitely made the decision for me to go over there to Dartmouth.
It does mean my next question. So did you seek out UMass because of Angel, or does happened to be like a huge coincidence?
Yeah. Literally because of Angel. Last year I was dealing with injuries. I was up in this junior college up in Oklahoma.
Yeah, so we can slow it down a little bit. So let's get back into your detail, like your background, because he's fighting for top guest of the EG Pod Thunder. Not all published, but he has to be the most recurring guest. You'll see all of them at one point.
Everybody wants to see Angel.
Yeah, man, you got one of the most viewed reels on the Instagram. I think it's at like 7,000. I think the most reposted. That was like 30 people reposted that one. But to get back to, so people know Angel's story a little bit more on this podcast who are returning viewers. So get to Hassan, I like to get to all my guests. So you said that what year you started playing Pop Warner?
I was 6, 7. It was probably around like
2007,
7, 8, 9.
Yeah. So like fourth grade.
Yeah,
fifth grade
fourth
type.
grade. Yeah, I was always a soccer kid. Like, my pops wanted me to play soccer. I was nice at it, but it was just like I had this neighbor outside, and I used to see him and his brothers just throw like footballs outside. I'm like, I want to go do that. And then we used to like go past there's this park, Eagle Park. That's where the North End 49ers used to play. Shout out to North End 49ers.
Facts. So that was so soccer just wasn't for you. You're like, oh, this is cool, and I'm all right at it, but football is kind of like your calling.
Yeah, it didn't excite me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like I just go play soccer. It was like, all right, I could go do that. Like I'm having fun.
Kind of more like a recreational sport.
Yeah,
like
it was
something.
something. Yeah, you know, I was good at it. I had a couple boys and girls club MVPs, but like when I say, you know,
Boys said.
Nah, yeah,
Boys
man.
and girls club.
All right,
MVP.
now I gotta show my credentials. All right, but no, yeah,
You
once
should
I,
have said that. Could have been part of the introduction.
Boys and girls club MVP.
but no, yeah, as soon as I like, it was literally love at first sight. Like as soon as I started playing football, it was like, okay, I really want to do this. But like since 07, 08, and then
So you started doing that. You started off where at the 49ers, you said?
49ers was my first team.
And that's when you and Angel met.
Yeah.
And Angel's apparently a dog at that point already, too. You're out here, what, you spin moving on kids or what, juking everybody up?
Man.
Yo,
You never talked about your 49ers days on the podcast.
Because those days are serious,
Let me
right?
tell you something.
So,
let me tell you something before you even finish. When I tell you Angel will get on the sideline and just run, like that's it. Like his moves didn't come until like 5th, 6th, 7th grade. But like you just, this one he was wearing number 22. Like you just give him the ball.
Reggie Bush?
type.
Right.
And then next year I had a little 21, little
21,
LT,
yeah,
little LT.
And then he switched to that one, and it was like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, this kid he's going to be something special.
Nah, but my flag days, shit. I got the ball and started running. Ain't no really moves. It was just faster than other kids, really. But yeah, like he said, I started getting moves like 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah.
And actually adjusting, getting used to like tackle football, because at that time we just got into tackling, I think.
Yeah.
And like so,
literally the next year, like
yeah,
championship, and then they moved us up, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, so we were all in the same age group, and then once we got to, I want to say 6th grade, they moved me and Hassan up like to the older boys.
7th.
Yeah, to 7th grade.
No.
No, we was at
5th.
7th.
5th. They really moved us up. No, I think we played up the whole time.
So when you're playing up, are you guys nervous? Are you accepting the challenge that is? Do you even remember?
Nah, because at that time you gotta understand, like, if
Football's football.
football's football. If you're a ball player, you're a ball player. If you could go out there and ball, and it's like, if my thing is, once the game was slow for me as a kid, I knew I was having fun. Like if I put myself in position, like, oh, I can make that tackle, I could catch that ball. It's like, okay,
You can throw that pass. You can be next Drew
and
Brees out here.
it doesn't matter which level you. I mean, unless you're playing like us, we had to scrimmage the older team every time. Like we always had to them, so they'll whoop our ass.
You was basically the JV essentially. Like you're giving them the look.
No,
Scouts them.
yeah. We're like giving them the look, and they're just like killing us.
But that's preparing you though for high
No,
school.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because like, and it's crazy because that team that we had, we stuck around for like at least we all played together for 6 years straight.
Yeah, we was deep.
Was you always the big dude in the team?
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You like growth spurt at some point.
Something. I don't know what it was. Like I was always like little, but like I wasn't always too small. You know.
Is that jollof?
Yeah, that's that jollof rice. Yeah.
So Niners, you guys, any big accomplishments in the Niners you guys had together? Like any playoff teams, or was it kind of more just a learning lesson, stuff like that?
So first championship we had in tackling was in 2010. That's like the first championship we got there. 2011, oof, that's when it started getting serious. We got a little older, we got stronger, and that's the year we whooped CF Panther 33-7 in the playoffs to go to the chip.
It's so odd to me how CF's always like good for like Pop Warner or AYF, whatever.
AYF.
And then they like are horrendous typically, and like high school and stuff like that. They have like 1-2 good years.
Yeah.
But then I don't know where those drop off. Why do you guys think that is? I don't really
know.
Yeah, I don't know, because their youth team, like when we were younger, they were actually like good.
Yeah.
But it could also be like the Pawtucket school system. Like some people, like you got all these dogs that play with each other as kids, like kids
They
that
separate.
play fail on, and it's like they all is like, oh, we should link up together and all go to Shea. And I don't think a lot of kids was like, oh, let's all go to CF and play for Central Falls High School and do that. I mean, that's probably a reason, but CF always had ball players. Like they always had ball players.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just, I don't know.
It's odd how it doesn't translate. So Niners, you guys win a championship. You guys beat CF. Then doesn't the Niners don't they close as like a full as organization? Like they right?
Yeah, but that was like 3 years after we left.
Oh, so you guys were there the entire time.
Years. Yeah.
We was going by then. Like,
Yeah, it was in high school.
You went from Niners to Hendricken?
No, so I was with the 49ers from flag to 7th grade. Then 7th grade, I went to Edgewood Eagles. Shout out Edgewood Eagles. Then from Edgewood, I went to Hendy.
What was why the switch to Eagles?
Man, so I actually wanted, me and my like day one boy Nas, like knew each other since like kindergarten. So and like we always talked about playing with each other and stuff. And me personally you was there that last year when we was both held down, right?
Yeah, we played on
so
the same team.
Really like to keep it a buck, I would get the ball. There's no blocking. So no blocking, but like I don't know. I just wanted a different team just to see how shit works, because it was also a different like league, because 49ers are in AYF and Edgewood is in Pop Warner, so they go by like weight and stuff. So it was just like different. I don't know. And I was really wanting to go to Fairlawn Cardinals, but my mom wasn't letting that happen. Yeah, so the connection between me and Dante would have definitely happened earlier, but y'all got lucky as kids. But it's happening now, so
it's crazy.
We're good.
That year, Angel's talking about they held us down. Like I said, we played on that team since we was in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
And the year that the team went to Florida, they put me and Angel down because of our grade, because of our age, because we stopped going by grade.
Yeah.
So they hold us.
Yeah.
But Angel, I understand why Angel left. Angel was like, I'm not coming back because they did that. Me, I decided to stay. Try to just
Loyalty. Angels.
Don't do me dirty. I ended up going to Florida. You can't see much.
Even if you ask Angel, like I was trying to go to Edgewood, I just couldn't make weight and play on a team.
Yeah, he was on the older group.
So it was just like I go to Edgewood, I gotta play varsity, and they got a chance of making Florida, but I'm not playing with my best friend.
Gotcha.
I'm not playing with my boys. I'm not playing with people that the team, like the coaches, is telling me like, yo, you play on this team, we're gonna do it. I had to just be 125, but it's like, I'm already a big cat. This is when I first started lifting, so it's like, let me just go to 49ers, finish this last year out.
Hell yeah.
But it's
so 49ers, and then we never got the background of like your Pop Warner AYF experience, Angel, but everyone knows your Handy career. That was like your first podcast with us. We can touch base a little bit on that, but with Hassan, so you went from Niners to where's your journey for high school?
My journey for high school, my freshman year, I played for Mount Pleasant. My freshman year.
You're has to be the first person who's played football for Mount Pleasant. Actually, maybe the first person who's played for a public school that I've had on so far. So how was like your experience playing? I played football too. I played at Saint, so I don't have that experience neither. And so how would you say that experience is playing at Mount Pleasant? Would you recommend it? Do you have any regrets? Would you wish you had went to Hendrick and LaSalle, Saints, Classical?
I do, but I don't. So like my high school experience was a little different than a lot of others. Like I bounced around. So like my freshman year, I was at Mount Pleasant, getting a little trouble. My mother wasn't having it, so I ended up going to the school down the street called E-Cubed Academy, where I had to play for Hope High School. So when I left Mount, it was like, all right, I'm leaving my boys. I could go to E-Cube, do what I got to do. So school, E-Cube was great. Hope football was horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Coach I can't remember the last time they've done anything.
Yeah, Coach Gibbons, I love you. He knows bottom of my heart. I played with his son, Gibby. It was just horrible. And that was played there. Bad. So like my 9th and my 10th grade year, like I finished the season at Hope.
But did you play in varsity immediately?
Yeah, immediately. And then my 10th grade year, the 5th game against North Providence, I ended up breaking my right leg.
Oh shit! How the hell that happened?
You got boomed.
Cap. It was actually in a punt block. So I went to go block a punt.
Angel's calling cap here.
Nah, real. I swear to God.
On a punt block?
Oh, I swear to God, bro. This is the craziest story too.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I go in to block a punt. I block the punt. When I block the punt, I just fall, and then I try to get up, and my knees like literally like in, and I'm just like something's broke. Like you just know when something don't feel right. So I just get up. I'm talking to the trainer. I'm like, yo, I think my knee's out of place. This Hope High School I'm talking about. Hope. I love you guys, but y'all ain't got nothing over there good.
Like you're saying, trainers that don't really know.
Yeah, like this dude's like trying
get
to
back in the game. Shut the fuck up.
No, he's not. Like he just like it's like he trying to like massage my knee, and I'm like, yo, dude, it's broke. Like something in there is broke. It's not. But I end up just doing that. My junior year, I end up going back to Mount Pleasant, and that's when we end up getting a new head coach in Peter Quayway. Coach Q coaches at Central High School right now. He was also Frederick Malay's coach.
You'll say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then my senior year, I moved to Georgia, and I played at Riverdale High School. But
so what was the move for Georgia?
Georgia, I just needed a new scenery. Like at the time, Rhode Island football, Rhode Island football isn't the way how it is now. I feel like Rhode Island football now is more, promoted and more exposed. Like, we didn't have breakthrough at the time for us.
So you were going in there with the motivation for football purposes?
Yeah.
Or just, okay.
Because I knew my talent. I was like, man, if I go to any other state, especially a state like Georgia, I could go do some things. Like,
So were you not like excelling in football in Rhode Island? Or you're doing too good that you want?
I was doing good, but I just wanted to challenge myself. I had people out in Georgia. I'm not gonna lie, to this day, some days I regret leaving Mount Pleasant because I feel like Coach Q could have done a lot for me. He was telling me, he's like, yo, bro, you stay over here, you give me this chance, like I could put you in the right places. And me just being a kid and just being, nah, man, I don't.
You think you were a little hard-headed at the time?
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely hard-headed. I'm still hard-headed to this.
Hell yeah.
But it's just like.
He's like, I know I'm his roommate.
Nah, yeah, like I'm still, my mother will tell you, I'm like hard-headed. Like.
So at the time, what do you think? You said you kind of regret leaving Pleasant. If you would have stayed, how do you think that would have changed your trajectory where you are now?
I feel like I probably would have been at URI playing ball because that was the goal for me. That was the goal for me. And me leaving and then the next year seeing Freddie go over there, sticking to the process. All I had to do was stick to the process. I had the size, the speed, the intensity, whatever you could like.
So looking back on it now, why do you think you were so hard-headed and then you were set on going to Georgia?
Because I was listening to other people.
The wrong crowd?
Listening to other people. That's one thing that'll really like mess you up. Like listening to people like, yo, bro, if you do this, you'll be good. And it's like you trying to get a satisfaction of them. Not knowing, yo, like if everything don't go right, what people is telling you, they not going to be there to, oh, you tried. We're proud of you. You tried. No, they just going, next dude. All right, we're going with him. So.
You shook your head over there, Angel. So do you believe in that too? Do you have like a story on that? It seemed like it touched your soul right there with that reaction.
Just like listening to other people.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say I was listening to other people a little bit in high school, just like trying to, I don't know why, but my dumb ass trying to impress like other people, not worrying about like what I got to do for myself and what's best for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it like too much, like, cause I know like obviously other people are gonna try and tell you what to do, but at some point you just gotta be like, all right, you're not in my shoes. Like, let me do what I can do. I know what I can get myself to.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, so Georgia, how did that last year, your senior year in Georgia, go?
Oh, it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Only reason it was amazing, and this might sound sad, like
The girls?
No,
Oh.
girls was. No, tell you something. Let's go back to football. We'll talk about the girls later. But no, like that year was amazing, and it's crazy because my 3 years playing varsity football in Rhode Island, I never had a winning season until I got to Georgia. When I got to Georgia, I remember my first day. Like my coach was like, "This ain't Rhode Island football." They wouldn't even call me Rhode Island. They were saying Connecticut. I swear to God. They called me Connecticut.
I've never heard that one before. I always heard Long Island,
Bro, so
Boston, but Connecticut.
So we in the meeting. This is my first day in the meeting. I came the day before, showed him my film. He was like, "Come tomorrow for practice." We got a little speaker. He was a pro player there. I forgot his name.
Tom Brady.
Shit, I wish. I'd be like, "Take me back home with you." But nah, they talking to the meeting, and it's like, "We got a new player. Connecticut, stand up." I'm looking around like,
Who's Connecticut?
What are you talking about? He's like, "You, young man, stand up." I'm like, "I'm from Rhode Island, sir." He's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it was basically like that until like they actually see me play. And then when they see me play, like they let me play. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a blessing. I ended up picking up all region defensive honors as a 190-pound defensive end.
That's dope.
Made the Clayton County All-Star team. All in, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you in the crowd. Thank you.
But I did all that within 7 months and I ended up graduating and just going a different route.
You're saying you're being like hard-headed and stuff like that at Pleasant. Do you think there was ever a road where you wasn't going to graduate? It was that bad in Pleasant?
No, it was just, I don't know. So when I was at Pleasant, the whole focus was, I'm not going to lie, transfer to my Pleasant and go play basketball. that was the plan. I was like, you know what? I want to go play basketball. I thought I was going to be a basketball.
1-on-1, who's winning? Your Angel?
Me. Don't get get crazy on it. Smoke.
This guy.
Smoke.
This guy.
All right.
Best out of 5. What's the season?
Best
Me.
out of 5.
Best out of 5.
3-2 me.
3-2. So he's putting competition at least.
4-4 me.
But-
Game 7. I'm
but-
the game winner
That was
shot.
the best out of 7. Yeah, best out of 7.
But a dub's a dub, no?
That's true. That's
I
true.
lost the Super Bowl by 1 point, right?
That's fine.
A dub's a dub.
That's fine.
So Pleasant, I mean, basketball's part of your plan at Pleasant. That did not happen, or why? With the coach had beef with you or something, or
Coach Q changed my mind perspective. Coach Q, literally, we had a conversation one day, and it was like right before the season was about to end. He's like, yo, what are you about to do after the season? I'm like, shit, man, I'm about to go hoop. I'm going to do what I came to do here for. And he was like, listen, I know you like basketball, but I want you to go look in the mirror and, like, think about it. You're a football player. Like, everything you do, your mannerisms is a football player. You think like a football player. You're a football player. And it really didn't sink in until, like halfway the season when I'm seeing people lift weights, and I'm just like, damn, I should be lifting weights. I'm over here setting screens and shooting shots. It's like
setting screens. You're that guy.
yeah, bro.
Gotta, don't shoot, motherfucker.
Nah.
Set screens.
Oh no, I used to shoot.
Smoke is like a set a screen, doesn't roll, pop out, shoot
Pop out.
type.
Like if I set
Never
the
goes to
screen,
the basket.
I'm going to the corner. If I go to the basket, I'm going to get a foul, but that's because I need it. But I'm gonna shoot the ball 90 times, like 9 times out of 10.
99.
Okay, yeah, I'm shooting the ball. I'm shooting. I don't care. I'm sorry.
You're like
That's
Sam Hauser. Is all you're doing. Setting a screen, then you're going to the 3-point line.
I'm bro, pick and pop.
Pick him up.
Pick and
So,
pop.
do you think that was good advice though? So, like you're saying, like that was part of your plan.
Yeah.
But sometimes people do need to hear that perspective, that hard truth. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you think, Angel? Let's go back to you real quick. I've never asked you this because you were a 2-sport athlete at Hendricken.
Yeah.
Do you think? Because obviously now you're a football guy. Do you think you should have heard that in high school, maybe? And you think that could have helped you forward yourself and progress in a better stat? You know, not better, but, you know, in a better position down the line right out of Hendricken if you just would have done football and football workouts in the offseason opposed to doing basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously think that it definitely would have made me like a better overall player because once football season's done, and just imagine just like lifting till football season comes back, making sure you're getting work on the field and stuff. But for me, basketball at Hendy was fun as hell. I loved it. I love Coach Gomes, Coach Kearns, everybody on the coaching staff. Every single, except for my junior year, every other team that I've been on was fun as hell. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't have those regrets.
No, I don't have no regrets. Because I really use basketball as just like all right, football season's over. Let's go do something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it kept me in shape. So I wasn't, like, really regretting anything because I knew, like, I had to get bigger for football season. But, like, if I'm getting bigger during basketball season, that's just going to slow me down running up and down the court.
Exactly.
And I'm going to get tired and all that. But
And that was one of Coach Q's points. Like I remember, like end of the basketball season, I'm coming in to work out for football, and then he's like, "You can't play linebacker for me, you like a damn point guard." I'm like, "What you mean? Like I'm still there?" But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Like people don't understand either. If you're playing basketball, you're not gonna gain size.
Yeah.
Like you're burning so many calories.
So much calories.
The amount of food you're gonna need to eat to surplus that is you're not gonna do in high school. It's literally impossible. Like you can't eat that much during school. Like you can't eat. Well, most times you can't eat during class during school. High school. So it's literally impossible. So you're not gonna gain no type of size playing basketball.
yeah,
Shit, with me, I sweat like a motherfucker. So
You one of those guys like KG?
Yeah, I start like, what's his name? What's
I'm
his
the
name?
same
Like,
way.
what's his Pablo Blanchett? Like, he loses like 7 pounds, right? But I don't lose 7 pounds. That's too much. That's tweak. But I be sweating OD.
It's mad weird. I'm that guy who doesn't sweat. It's
Really?
like, yeah, I can be full on, full game. I'm not sweating.
That's like Dante. Dante never
Right?
sweats, bro.
I don't
Dante
get it.
never.
I'm that guy. I don't sweat.
I feel like you guys are rare because me, I'm the type like
Soaked.
I walk.
Oh,
out,
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God,
He's soaked.
I walk out the locker room sweating.
You're like, bro, it's one play. How the fuck you sweating like that?
Oh, one play I'm drenched. Like literally, like one
Boy
play
out of
I'm,
shape.
Like it's not even I'm out of shape. It's just crazy. Like there's sometimes like I remember we was on a kick return this year, and then it was literally the first kick return of the game against WestCon Whiteout,
Oh, that game was lit.
and like I hit some kid. And I'm hot, but I'm jumping. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The intensity. I take my helmet off, and I'm drenched, like soaking. Like, I need a water. I'm like, damn. Like I just, like, I didn't even do nothing for real.
That game was active, though.
It was a great game.
We had 5 NFL scouts there, man.
With the game I lost my lens at.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that
Fucking
one. It was
bitch.
that one. It was that one. I'm
But,
sorry, man.
No, man, I was so hurt after that. I
Hey,
was
man,
so
if y'all
upset.
find Effie's lenses, bring them bitches back.
Please.
At Cressy Field.
Yes,
Please,
for real.
man.
They're
Stop being like
waterproof.
that. This
It's
is
waterproof. So
waterproof.
Whoever got that motherfucking lens made out.
Bring it back.
Bring it back, please.
Please, man.
I'll
This is
holler at us.
This is a great man. Great man. He'll be back next year to take some pictures, man. Come on, man.
And I and I will bring the small lens this time.
Facts.
But yeah. So you had a good time in Georgia. Then what was your process after Georgia? So you said you went to your JUCO.
I went
freshman transfer. So what was the next stage after that? Were your the hard hitting questions here? Were your grades not good enough? Was it your tape not good enough? What was
That was my
the
grades.
reasoning?
It was my grades. My grades in Rhode Island. I came, so like me. This is one of the reasons why I regret moving to Georgia, because if I fucking knew the system, like when I got over there, I didn't know the grades was A, B, C, F. Like ain't no D's out there.
No
In
shit.
Georgia?
No, ain't no D's out there, dude. Like you get a D, you failed. So like my 9th grade year, like I flunked, so it looked crazy on the transcript. So it's like, I remember I went to go talk to Georgia Military College, and we had a game against Fayette County. And I talked to Georgia Southern, the defensive coach. He's talking to me. He's like, "Yo, like we want you. Like you could come in and play outside linebacker for us, and we'll turn you into a dog." So I'm like, "Yeah." Tweeting him.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. I'm like, what? I'm about to go play D1 football? What? Sign me up. Dude asks my transcripts. I look at my transcripts. I'm like, man, I'm good. I passed everything back home. I go to school the next day, ask my transcript, look at my transcripts. I'm like, why? Like, back home, these is passing grades.
Yeah.
There's like, over here, that's not passing. So, like, my GPA was looking like shitty. I was like, I don't even think I could get into college. Like,
Yeah, but even still, if it's a D1 school, your GPA would have to be at a 2.0.
2-3.
No, it was like
2.3.
2.3, right?
2.3.
Yeah, 2.3 for
right?
So would you wouldn't even have made it though, even if you were in Rhode Island?
Dog. If I was in Rhode Island, I'd have made it. But in Georgia,
What did you? If you flunked your freshman year, that thing wouldn't have like
nah,
followed you.
But I,
Yeah, it's from your freshman year, senior year. That shit all follows you.
yeah. So, but I'm not thinking it's like A, B, C, D, F. Like a D over here, like me 9th
Yeah,
grade.
but
I'm
that
like,
D is still gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
you know that. That's
Yeah.
part of no guidance. I feel like if I had Coach Q my freshman year, everything would have been way better.
Smooth.
Way
So
better.
you're saying this Coach Q? To be honest, I'm not familiar with him. Did he implement more of like he's looking out for the kids? He's giving you guys guidance on what grades you need to get, things along those
Yeah,
lines.
because Coach Q is like a father figure to us. Coach Q came in to a shitty program and turned it into a championship program. In 2 years, Coach Q came in and took a team full of knuckleheads and turned them into kids playing at Cranston Stadium on Saturday.
So what you experienced it yourself? What would you say was the difference? Because people always try to do that. They're switching coaches in and out all the time.
Yeah.
You see that in the NFL. It doesn't work. But Pleasant, how do you say, and what changed that dynamic there?
He got us. Coach Q he's an inner city kid. He went to Central High School, but he was one of the inner city kids that made it. He played for Nick Saban's Michigan State team.
Dope.
So once you play for a cat like Nick Saban, it's like, all right, I know what it takes to get here. And there's so much people back home that need people that had this experience, and they need people that give a fuck, come back and actually like, yo, because all my coaches, I grew up with volunteers. Like some of my coaches I see to this day, I love all my coaches, but like Coach Q was my first actual coach. Like he taught me, like, even though it was late, came my junior year, he was the first person I heard, grades is gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
He told me, like, as brutal as it might say, like, you can ask anybody that played under Coach Q, like, he loved us. He wanted, like, he calls us his kids.
Yeah, so someone like that, we've had the Saints team on, and we had the LaSalle team right after they won the Super Bowl, and they were talking about the coaches, like Coach Dunbar, Coach Nadeem, and Zell and
Breakthrough.
Child Breakthrough. Stanley's coming on the podcast soon. Actually, stay tuned.
Yes, sir, coach.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
And
Coach Stanley, I need a job.
Hey,
Come holla at your boy.
I'll send that clip to him. But and we had a coach Washington from Central on too.
Yeah.
And Coach Alex, shout out Coach Alex as well.
Shout out Coach Alex.
Yes, sir. And those coaches, Justin and Zell, we're talking about it. Ethan, Moses, they're all saying, they feel the difference. And how do you guys feel about playing for someone like that? Do you guys feel that difference in like the locker room when there's a coach like Nadim, Dunbar, Alex, Washington? Do you feel like that tension between someone who's just volunteering their time, they're not really caring, they're just caring about themselves, trying to get to Florida,
Yeah.
They don't really care about these kids, like the Nadims of the world and stuff like that, and everybody has mentioned again,
Yeah.
Dunbar. How do you feel like? What do you think is the difference, like being in your shoes, especially
Yeah.
someone like your level, Angel? How do you feel is the difference with someone like those type of coaches?
I mean, if a coach cares about you, man, then that's all you really want. You know what I'm saying? Because the coaches really should have wanted more than the kids. And I've heard that so many times growing up. So if you have like a coach that really cares about you and, puts his time and effort to make sure you're good, then that's like the best feeling ever. Because that connection, that bond that y'all build like throughout the season will be tight as ever.
Yeah.
And say you like a young cat, sophomore, freshman, imagine what that bond's like your senior year.
Exactly.
So just having a coach that, actually cares about you, wants to see you succeed is, great. Especially, like he said, football here now is growing. And I'm a little, salty we didn't get that here, but like I'm happy to see, the young guys, go to work. Like you said, Justin, Zell, I was working out with Justin the other day, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the boys, man.
It's facts. Even though they South Rams, you know what I'm saying? They still boys, but
Yes. Would you like when you see those coaches like Dunbar and stuff like that? When you're on the field, you're feeling gas, fatigued, fourth quarter,
Yeah.
or after you do the 7-on-7 with Dunbar, but you can't get the point. Do you like dig down deep and play extra hard for them, like opposed to someone you would who didn't give that effort and the caring, like you guys said?
yeah, I'm gonna play hard regardless if a coach cares or not. But if a coach cares, that just shows that he really wants to see do good things. You know what I'm saying? He put you. So for Coach Dunbar, like he put me on his 7-on-7 team. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that,
Yeah.
but he wanted to see me. He knows I had the talent, and he knows that I could do something on his team, and he actually cared. And that was like the greatest 4 years I was with Breakthrough. That shit was fun as hell.
Nah, yeah.
Shout out Coach Dunbar again, facts.
Facts. So what's your thoughts, Hassan, on that same situation, those type of coaches that you can see the difference?
I feel like coaches like that, because they already know, like especially coaches like Dunbar and Coach Washington and Alex, they know they're students of the game. They know how it is. They know the grind. They know the hustle. They know the struggle. They know I got to take this bus here to go here to just work out. I got to hop in this kid's car here to go to this camp. Or they know how that feels. And it's like coaches like that is a blessing. So if you got coaches like that, just like you asked Angel, like if you're tired and you like dog down, you're like, yo, I need a break. And that coach looks at you, you got to understand, like, there's so much that coach sacrificed for you. You can sacrifice
One rep.
you can sacrifice, even if it's for the game. If you got to go get, if Coach Sylvester tells Angel, yo, I know you're tired, but go run the street and bring us to the, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, for sure. So now we're at Juco with your story right here now. So your grades wasn't good enough. You got blue balls by the D1 school, which was ended up being your fault though.
Yeah.
You thought you were gonna go, then not work out. They got your transcript. They're like, on to the next. So after that, I'm sure it was not news you were looking for. But that happens. What's the next step after that?
So I go to this post-grad out in Georgia, Atlanta Warriors, which is probably one of the, I'm not sure if you heard of it, the little scam you thing going on.
No, what's that?
So like it's like these coaches, they're like they try to get a team together and they try to put you in this little online school to like and then get you to pay and stuff.
Oh, is that the school that on ESPN? The Bishop,
something like that.
yeah.
But it was like before that even happened, like I was like probably one of the first people on that team, but I got up out of there before they even, because the dude like gave me a form. He's like, 10 bands.
10 bands.
I'm like, all right, I got you, dog. And I played 4 games. I ain't paid that man a thing. You hear me?
So
check.
their end goal is just to make money off these kids.
Just to,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
just to get money, and they got them.
Who the hell is who you guys facing?
We was actually facing the club teams, like club colleges, like Middle State, Georgia, Gordon State. We was facing like other teams. We actually faced like a D3 school, Huntington College. They was actually in the tournament this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you use that tape for like your UMass?
No, I didn't because like it wasn't even like legit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it was like I'm wasting my time. So I got up out of it before they even try to
Say something.
say something. Like I ain't taking no classes or nothing. I literally just went over there and I put some pads on and I was playing.
Boy played.
Where were you staying at?
We were staying in apartments. And the funny thing is the dude like didn't pay the apartment leader the money. So like thank God I left. Like my boy called me on the last day. He's like, "Yo, bro, they evicting us."
Damn.
I said, "Nigga, why you ain't take that flight the other day?" like, bro, what you doing up there still? But no, yeah, and then after
I'm still on this. So who reached out to you for this? Like they're looking at kids and they're like,
yeah,
what?
it was some coach named Coach Harvey something. I forgot his name, but they exposed him. They recently exposed him this year. Thank God they exposed him. He ended up like right after my team. Like we tried to expose him, and then we just left to go 2019, and then he did it for 2020, 21, 20. And he got caught last year.
That's crazy.
It's crazy how he just got caught.
That boy was up for the money.
For the bread, bro. And like everybody else like being fools talking about, yeah, man, I gotta pay coach this money. I can pay coach this money. I can't even eat. I'm looking at him like you
Dumb as hell.
and I'm 17 at the time. I'm the youngest in the house. I'm the youngest out of all my teammates, and it's just like, all right.
That's crazy. Like those are the people that give like coaches a bad name.
Yeah.
And like those are the people that makes it tough to like trust people. But they're out here scamming kids. They don't have no morals, bro. It's fucked up and like
It's crazy.
Was he a volunteer?
Huh?
Volunteer?
Bro, you wanna know what's crazy, bro? Bro, the dude was cold. He played linebacker at Valdosta State.
Jeez.
Bro, like in 96, 97, the dude was like that. Like he was a tank. Like, but
It's crazy how people go out to like these extremes to scam people, and they're getting away with it too. Was he professional? Like, was he wearing like a suit? How did he get it? Like, you just wearing like a tracksuit and he just talks well or something?
When you sell a dream to kids,
They believe.
they believe it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was one of those kids, but I
Realize.
woke up.
Yeah.
I woke up. Other people, they're like, "Oh no, we finna do this, but like we was like the one thing good about the coach, like he was getting coaches to come to us. So I ended up, by the grace of God, I ended up getting recruited by a different Juco in New York, Monroe College, and I'm going to Monroe College. COVID happens.
Damn.
And COVID keep going on because if you think about it, like the hot spot of COVID was in New Rochelle, New York. So we evacuated like as soon as that shit dropped. Like my mother was having it. She's like, "Yeah, you gotta come home. Come home. I keep trying to go."
So
back.
what's your thought process at this time? You're like, I'm done with football, or I'm still giving it a chance.
Nah, I'm Hassan Angel. I'm calling him every time I come back. Like, yo, we working out, because I'm still believing. I'm a football player. I'm like, you know what? Like, God's putting me in different positions where I could make something out of it. So let me put something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're his friend, Angel. You want to hop in at any point of this timeline? I'm just asking this question so we can go through the timeline. But if you ever want to hop in with any stories,
For sure.
anything at any moment, you can definitely feel free and make this, because you guys are really good friends, so you can hop in at any moment. I'm just,
Yeah, that's my son.
You see, there he go talking.
basketball, he said 4-3.
Man, whatever. But yeah, so
I ain't lying.
after that COVID, like I just got sick of them. Like other schools is playing, like other junior colleges is playing, and I'm just like, yo, dog, why we not playing? Like, why we not playing?
What was their reasoning?
COVID.
Yeah.
If there are other schools are playing, then what's the difference?
It was other states though. It was other states.
I was at prep school still
He was
playing.
at prep, but he was
Still
still playing.
playing.
But we wasn't able to play.
We had like 6 games under the belt though.
That's
thank
when
God.
like the NJCAA was like scared. They was like, yes, like we don't trust it because every week somebody got it.
Yeah.
Every week a team was infected. We had to get tested every Monday.
Yeah, that's what my prep school did. We had to get tested every Monday, bro, and our test results came back like. There was one time we was about to play, I think Army, and like we get tested like I think it was like late or something. We're driving up there, bro. Our test results didn't come. Mind you, we were like 2 hours away. Our head coach thought our test results was about to come before the game. Mm-hmm. We pulled up to the stadium. Our test results ain't come back. We got to drive back.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro.
That's crazy.
When Kamali was on, when he was playing his senior year Hendricken, he was stating that they had to wear masks. Do you guys have to wear masks under the helmets?
For prep school?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like, how did you guys even survive?
I know they were wearing masks during basketball season. I don't know how either. But
how, bro?
We had to practice in masks.
How's that? Like,
it made no sense to me.
It made no sense.
My thing is, this blew me. Like, we hitting each other, sweating, dropping, like, and we got, what the hell is this blue mask gonna do for me?
And I asked Kamali, I'm like, would you be able to wear, like, you know, like when this winter time, you guys wear like the face coverings? Mm-hmm. I'm like, would that count? He's like, no. I'm like, how? Why? It's a fucking covering. He's like, you need to have the mask under the covering. Yeah. I mean, that makes it's even worse.
Dumb. Yeah, the world was crazy.
I think we wore the mask, like when we first got to prep school, we wore the mask for like 3 weeks. And then once like the season started going, we just got away from it type.
Yeah. Well, and now all of a sudden it's magically gone.
So
but either way,
that shit ain't gone.
Not gone, but no regulations anymore.
Yeah,
but either way, so now you're here, COVID. You guys are not playing. Next step.
So we're not playing. I'm like, all right, new school. I end up applying to. I end up reaching out to the coach in Northeastern Oklahoma. It's a junior college. He's telling me. We got to see you play. Because at this point, I did a position swap. Because up at Monroe, they had moved me from linebacker to running back. So they don't put this in my head that I could play running back. So I'm like, all right, let me go play running back. But I go to the workout. Yeah, he's hating. But he's seeing me kill, dude. But I go to the workout. I ended up, like, working, like, I worked out with Alex. Like, I literally worked out with Alex for 6 months straight before my workout. He taught me how to run a route. He taught me how to break. And then I ended up getting a scholarship on the spot over there.
That's dope.
So that goes through. That's another achievement. But now, like, I end up going over there. We're getting ready for the first week. First week, we're playing Trinity Valley. So before we have our first game, it's annual that we have 2 scrimmages. First scrimmage I do what I can. I had 2 carries for 30 yards, nothing too crazy. And then second scrimmage, I ended up breaking my leg.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's my luck with football. But it was just like, even that didn't break me. Like, it was my first surgery, so I was like nervous. But it was just like, I'm telling people every day, like, dude, when I get off this boot, it's gonna be something serious, because I knew that like I came too far. I did too many things. I went. This is my 3rd state. Trying to do the sport I love.
So I'm assuming you are aware of this at that point, Angel.
Yeah.
When someone's telling you that, because I've known you at least since high school, you haven't had the injury prone bug. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
You have not had it. So you don't have that experience with the injuries, but someone like that, second broken leg, what's your advice to someone like that, one of your best friends, going through that journey? What do you say to them at that point?
Shit, most of the time when this man was hurt, we'll be on the phone and shit. So I was just telling him, like, shit, take your time, don't rush nothing back, and don't get to the field or like any weight room shit until you can actually do that shit. Don't force nothing back, because then if you force yourself back and then another tweak happens, then you fucked. So I was just telling him, take your time. You know what you can do once you come back and shit. So just stay healthy, work your way back up into the weight room, because the leg probably weak as hell.
Yo.
So just work your way, get your leg muscles back. You know what I'm saying? Get your tree trunks back, and just ball out when you come back. I'll be here.
It was never like, oh, you should give up.
Nah, never that. Because I ain't never going to stop. I ain't never going to tell one of my mans, like, especially one of my main mans, just, give up on your dream, bro. Like, this shit's over with. It's not meant for you.
Like, my first day out the hospital, like, after surgery, like, after all the anesthesia wore off, I called Angel. And I called him, like, I'm crying, because I'm like, yo, dog, I'm in pain. Like,
sure.
I'm telling him it feel like there's a lighter inside my cast, and they just flicking it. And he's just like, he's trying to cheer me up. He's talking. He's like, yo, bro, you good? You good? I'm like, nah, dog. I'm about to take this oxy and go to sleep. Like, I can't deal with this pain. And it was just like, when I first came back and he saw that I was walking, he texted me. He's like, we're going to Alex's tomorrow. We're lifting. And it's just like, I needed somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially at that time where, I'm not gonna lie, at that time I was going through a lot, but I really wasn't like trying to. My focus was football. So like, if I needed, football just became a cleanse to me. Like if I need to do something, if I'm pissed or something, let me go work out. Let me go to the field. Let me get with Angel because Angel's gonna want to work out and go to the field.
Yeah, so at that moment, it's bigger than football. Like football is what you're doing, but it's the lessons behind what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like I took no losses. I just learned lessons. Literally, I took no losses.
Facts.
Yeah, you know that's with sports, that's the biggest thing behind it all. You know, not everyone's gonna make it to the league, but you know if you're going through that journey, there's always a lesson behind everything you do.
Yeah.
And you know, so you're at that point, you're finally working out with Alex. You're getting your legs under you. Angel's there supporting you, and then how do you end up at UMass Dartmouth? Because it seems at that point your tape is pretty dull.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you don't have that much clips. So
yeah. So Angel tells me we go to a workout at Max Street. It's just me and the boys. See Dante, see Shane. Shout out Smooth, Mike V, Mal, Easton. So we just over there. We just talking and like they just like, yo, fellas, like what's the move? And Angel brings it to my knowledge that him and Dante been talking about it. But it really wasn't like, you know. So Dante brings it up. He's like, yo, bro, like, come play ball. Like, we know you're a dog. We're going to need you. We got somebody getting out of there. We need you to come fill his spot. You still got your years of eligibility. Like, we need you. And me, I'm downplaying it because I'm like, you know, I don't know. I done did all this at this school over here. I done put, like, my name on it so the coaches know who I am when I come back. I'm like, nah, man, let me just do this. But then I end up going home talking to my mom about it. And instantly my mom just fell in love with it. She was just like, what else can you ask for? You're playing football. You're home. You're playing with your homeboys. Like, everything's right here. You don't got to go Midwest. You don't got to go back down over there. She's like, if you don't like it, then you got to change it. But, you know, the rest is history now. Go Corsairs.
And Corsairs, baby, let's get it. Then we are finally caught up. You guys know Angel's story. Now you guys know Hassan's story. I just had a question for you, Angel, real quick on the backtracking right here. You said, you know, you'll never tell your mans to give up on your dream.
Yeah.
And you know, you had a little up and down moments of your football journey as well. Was there anybody ever telling you to give up on your dream or anything like that, or you just didn't pay attention to that negativity at all? Or do you know people were saying it behind your back and things along those lines?
See, that's the thing. I don't listen to anybody that say shit about my back. So if they can't say it in front of me, then ain't, you know what I'm saying? They're weirdos. They're weirdos. But nah, thank God I ain't never had anybody tell me, you know, like shit's over with, it's clipped, like stop playing football. Thank God. I would say I had like a good support system from like my family to like my friends that are close or friends that I haven't even talked to in a while. Like I'm putting highlights up and stuff and they all like swiping up like, I see you, boy, like keep doing your thing.
Oh, yeah.
So just like I haven't really had any negative stuff with like my football stuff, but like only like bad things that's really happened was just like, you know, at Hendy or at away games and they just talking shit, but like we still come home with a dub, so it don't matter.
That comes with the territory being good.
You just busting their ass.
It's all right though. But yeah, thank God I ain't have no negativity, you know, with this football stuff. So
yeah, at that weight out game, I want to tell that story about that corner that you was busting. Then I wasn't there on the field, but I can tell after I played football before, I can see the mannerisms, and I'm like, is that corner talking shit?
Dog. Are you talking about the play where he caught it one hand?
Yes, right a little bit after that, right?
Maybe.
He came up to you and started talking shit. I'm like, what are you talking shit?
Can you tell him about that sequence of what happened? Just tell him about the whole thing.
So I'm lining up and
by the way, you guys, we just like jumped for like 5 games. We're like midway through the season, this is happening. But
midway, so we're getting the play from the sideline and I'm lining up and I hear this dumbass Angel, stop playing with your food. Stop playing with your food, Angel. Let's get a tutty.
One thing about me, like, if I see my mans is in front of you and you just like, because the play before he played off.
Yeah.
And he was talking shit. Like, you're playing off and you're talking. So he stepped up. So as soon as he stepped up, I squatted down. Literally, I'm like, Angel, you better not play with your fucking food. I'm like, yo, bro, it's going to get scary. Like, and I'm talking to the DB and then
hike the ball. Hit him with a little one hand snag. Oh, for the cam. One hand snag. and we was off to the races. You know what I'm saying?
That was that Western Connecticut game.
Yeah, Westcon.
Yes, sir. And that ended up 48-21.
Spank.
Angels, I know you know off the top of your head what your stats were that game. Was it like 5 for
I know.
161, I think?
Nah,
I knew that
I think
more
it was
than
like
you.
155, but 2 tutties. I should have had 3.
141. Yep.
I should have had 3. One of them got called back. It's all right, though. We came home with a dub. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry ass drop.
Came home with a dub. Yeah, I told. Hey.
And I was
the whole
calling it.
season. The whole season, this man's like, "Oh, I'm gonna catch a pick." I'm like, "Smoke, you my man's to know, but you not catching a
But
pick.
so,
you
like,
not catching a
The
pick."
situations where I should have caught picks was off swing routes.
So
So
like
like,
D line, that's pretty much like the
Yeah, yeah.
that's the only time I'm gonna. So, but like, the way I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, if he throws this ball, it's clipped.
He's slow.
Oh, but every time I got off the ball, I was either in front of the ball when he threw it. Yeah, look at Westfield. We could pull it up if you want.
He is. What he's trying to say is he wasn't fast enough to get to the ball.
wasn't
He's
fa-
just trying to put it in his way. You know what I'm saying?
The first one was the first one. I was that one. All right, that one.
I had a Big Mac before the game.
That one, I wasn't fast enough to get that one.
He said a Big Mac.
But the second one was like, all right, Hassan, like, come on, like I got in front of the ball and the ball's coming this way. I'm trying to catch it one hand back here. So I'm like, bro, what the hell?
And that would have been like a 2-yard reception for a touchdown.
Bro.
'Cause it was right there.
Bro.
Right? It was right at that. It was there at the.
He probably would have got hooked.
Yo,
Even at 2 yards in.
if you guys ever like look up the word hater in the dictionary,
It's not I.
his face is gonna pop up.
It's not. No, it's
I
not.
promise
No,
you.
it's not. I'm just stating facts.
So stating facts, and what is a fact is you guys were 9-2 for this season, 8-0 conference record,
Yes, sir.
5-0 at home, 4-2 away. So coming into the season, I'm not. I know UMass, Dartmouth, they weren't the most successful team for a while because I had a friend who actually played at Framingham. He's my age, and Framingham was nasty at that point.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, we would always wax UMass, Dartmouth all the time. Cause I think he watched your podcast, and he was like, oh, unfortunately for your boy, we're gonna smack you guys because he didn't know that like the situation now. So that all being historically, just because history, So he's saying all that type of stuff. So UMass had a lot of down years essentially.
Yeah.
Coming into this season, I honestly am not familiar with what they did last season.
Yeah.
Were they good? Was there like, what was like the turning point of the UMass Dartmouth?
So I would say last year was their turning point. They won. I know they won. They had a good season. I think it was.
They went 9-2 last year too.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just didn't go to the national playoffs, but they did win a bowl game.
Yeah, they were 9.
So they won a bowl game. So I think that like kind of started giving them confidence and stuff. And once like because we have like 35 Rhode Island players on the team. So like once we got like enough like guys where we know like, all right, he can ball. Like we just gained confidence. And this year against Framingham was like my first game because the first 2 games I didn't get to play, but Framingham.
This is for you.
That boy.
Framingham was my first game. Let me look at it right at the camera.
That boy balled.
Framingham was my first game. I had 5 receptions, 161 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Wow.
Hey, is this camera right here?
Yeah, right there.
Hey, dog.
Right there.
Yeah, I was in for a rude
But-
awakening that day.
That was my first game. After that, we played Worcester. There, we smacked them. After that, I don't know who we played that, but all I know.
So I was just checking. So for 18 to 19 is when they turned it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like 5-5, and then they went to a winning record since then.
And they haven't beat. This year was the first year we beat Framingham
Since 2016.
Yeah, that's what he was stating. He's like, well, typically we would kick their ass, but so it was. Here's your schedule here. So it
Typically.
was, so Framingham, then you had Worcester State the following week, and then Western Connecticut. So getting a quick just recap. You don't have to go detailed into it. What's like the highlights of this season? So you didn't play against. I don't know who's
Hudson and Anna Maria.
Why didn't you play those 2 games?
Little personal reasons.
He didn't want to embarrass you guys. That's the person. He wanted to give you guys a 2-game jump start on his stats for the season. So that was being said, didn't play them 2. Your opener was Framingham State, then Worcester State. So these 2 games, you said you just gave your Framingham story. Anything noteworthy of the Worcester State game?
Worcester, I had 100 and something. I think I had one tutty, or I didn't score. Yeah, I don't think I scored that game, but again, still came out with a win, so it does not matter.
Yeah.
Worcester State was my highest game in tackles.
And then Western Connecticut, we won. Like I said before, I had 2 touchdowns, should have been 3. After that, Maritime was my, I would say, best season game. I went off for 9 catches, I think, or 7 for 191 yards. 2 touchdowns.
So that all being said, so I went to the Western Connecticut game, and when I'm outside looking in, it doesn't also seem like Dante's forcing the ball to you. It seems like it's pretty spread out. You guys have a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
How do you guys think you're utilizing your players? Like, how do you think it's such a well-oiled machine at this point, first year there?
I think we're doing really well. I think Coach Sylvester, really trusts every single one of our skill players. So, like, to Dante, to the run, like, because we have our running back group is tough, and I'm saying this right now. They're all tough. We have 4 running backs that are all tough. Shout out Louis, Marv, Jalen, Charno, all the guys, and then what I'm saying, to the big wide receiver group. Shout out all my guys there, man. Keenan, Mike, Mal, Easton, AB. You know what I'm saying? AB haven't even showed out yet. You know what I'm saying? We about to go crazy next year. And of course, shout out to the big boys up front, because without y'all, ain't none of this possible.
That is facts. That's a lot of things. People who don't watch football, like the novices, they don't understand how much a offensive line is. Yeah. Impactful to a team.
Yeah.
Just going quickly, our line being the Miami Dolphins line, still mediocre, still second, 12 in the league right now. But last year it was 32nd by a mile. It was 31st and Dolphins all the way down here, and that's why Tua are struggling. He doesn't have time to throw the ball. He can't process anything. He's running for his life half the time because of a bad line.
Yeah.
And then, even look how good Baker Mayfield looked on the Browns, because his line was amazing.
Yeah.
What has he done since then? Not really much. That line can make an average quarterback look great, and it can make a good quarterback look terrible. Yes, sir. Which I think people don't understand. So, shout out to your line right here at UMass right now.
Facts.
Shout out to the big boys.
Shout out to them big boys, Gimmer, Los, BD. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Paulus and Big Hen.
Big Hen dog.
Yeah. So any good story? So guess game by game. Any funny, good, positive stories or anything memorable from the Westfield State game?
Them boys was talking. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So I guess what I was told, that every single year they play Westfield, it's always a battle for some reason. I don't want to talk shit, but they're not a great team, but they're a decent team, and it's always a battle between them. They're well coached, you know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, we struggled just moving the ball. I don't know why, but moving the ball. So, they had confidence and stuff, but there was this one kid that just kept on talking and talking. And
the talkers. Does it get under your skin? Are you gonna get annoyed, or let's do shut the fuck up, or it's motivating you?
Yeah, I would say it's motivating. I mean, because it's not. It's only gonna get worse for him, because he's just turning on me. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, and that's for anybody who's guarding. If you talking shit, then you better back it up. I don't care if you #1 DB in the nation, all that. You better show me.
How about you, Hassan? When people are talking shit, it seems like you're the shit talker.
Yeah, I'm the shit talker.
You're the Draymond. So UMass.
Yeah. But I don't talk shit unless I'm
shit's being told.
Yeah, I'm the cool one. I'm the type of kid if my shit talking is I talk to the player hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying?
You're giving that Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
the little Tim Duncan.
I like your cleats. And then so he'll say something to me. I'm shut up. I was playing.
So you're egging them on.
Yeah, I'm egging them on. I'm not just probably the most game I talked crazy was probably Ithaca game, the playoff game. Oh my Lord. I'm not gonna lie. They had every reason to talk. Yeah. So me just being me, I was I'm not gonna let that. You're not finna whoop my ass and talk. So I'm gonna do what I can do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, me, I'm not. I talk a lot of shit, but I talk shit to encourage people.
To encourage.
Yeah, I mean, I start talking shit once the other person starts talking shit. I'm a cool, you know what I'm saying, calm, collected. play my game. And once they start going, I'm like, all right, I guess this is what you want.
Like, I could be an asshole. Like, there's games this year where I've verbally assaulted people. Like,
so do you trash talking? Because I'm not a big trash talker on the field. What do you have, like a go-to, or is this like pops up in your head, or what's like your go-to like insult on the field?
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if I can say mine.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate like bringing up the Ithaca game, right? So it's like third quarter, you know, we getting our ass waxed. A bench player comes in,
Shake some ass.
a bench player comes in and starts talking crazy, and I'm like, fam, you ain't put in no work, and you just got in the third quarter. If you were here the whole game, okay, applaud. But you just got in the third quarter, fam. You cannot talk shit to me.
So that's one of those things that's making you mad. Like your skin's getting tight at that point. Like
It's just irritating.
It's just irritating because, like, bro, you ain't put in no work. You've been on the bench talking shit, and you haven't stepped in between these lines yet.
So you're going back with that motherfucker.
A little bit, but like nothing too crazy. So there was one player that my boy Stakely and the kid that was talking shit like was getting into a little scuffle, and I tried to break him up, and he starts talking shit to me. I'm like, man, my dumbass didn't even do nothing. You stupid. What are you talking about?
Nah, to me, I'm the type that's just I'm overly aggressive, but I'm not. Like, I could come off aggressive and just be like a straight dickhead, but like that's just not me. Like I really like to show my style of play first. Like if I do a spin move on you, or if I do a swim, or I rip you crazy as crip, like it's clip. Like I'm gonna tell you everything. I'm gonna be like, your father raised a bum. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that boy Dante be going crazy when he talk shit.
Yeah, Dante
be the worst.
Dante, imitation him real
Dante
quick.
be the worst, huh?
Imitate him real quick. What's the thing?
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
You fucking suck, you fucking dummy.
Yo, bro. When he talks to himself, it kills me.
Oh yeah.
Well, give the camera a little example.
So like Dante will throw like a
bad ball. He'd be like,
bad ball.
"You're such a pussy, Dante. You're such a pussy, Dante."
like, and it's crazy. Like especially this summer, like I'm hiking on the ball, and he'll throw like a ball I think is great. Like I think is great. He's like, "You're such a fucking loser, Dante." I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he just motivating himself.
like,
though. That's my
you
dog.
need people like that. Like if you could talk to yourself like that because you know what you're supposed to expect, then sky's the limit for
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Like Jesus Christ, he was talking to himself like that. Did you see the numbers he put up this year? Like Jesus Christ,
They were nuts. I know that for damn sure.
Golden Helmet Award winner. That man's like that.
Hey,
That's mine next year. But shout out to my boy Dante.
DPOI coming this way.
hey, let's get it, baby. So, so when you see that, is that motivating you though? Like with someone like a Dante's talking trash to himself like that, or seeing his work ethic?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if anybody ever tries to talk shit to my quarterback, you know what I'm saying, then I'm gonna step up, especially during the game. Because if you fuck up in your coverage and me and Dante end up scoring when you was just talking shit, best believe you're gonna hear both of us.
You're gonna see me running from the sideline.
Best believe you're gonna hear both of us.
Because every time Angel scored this year, I was somehow on the field or in the end zone.
It's funny. I'm not sure if you guys watch Dolphin games, but Christian Wilkins is like that in the Dolphins. Every time like they score, you see Christian Wilkins in there celebrating with them. It's like, bro, you're not even on offense. He's always that guy celebrating with the offense.
Like if Angel posts his highlight tape, like
Coming soon.
People gonna think I'm groupied out. Like,
Coming
you're gonna
soon.
see number 23 just wilding. Like if I see Angel in the air, my hands is up. If I see him running, I'm running down the sideline with him.
Like, who's 23? Is that the quarterback?
Like, nah, that's Hassan. That's a dog right there.
That boy be coming off the sideline.
Like we got a
but that's
picture
my
together
dog.
where like he scored and like I'm supposed to be in the defensive me and getting ready for get back on defense, and I'm over here dancing with him. Like we just
Actually, I took that photo.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
get the lenses back. Bring the lenses back, man.
yes, please return
Facts.
them. So Westfield, Fitchburg State, you guys give
Swag
them
them.
that donut.
Yeah, it's facts, man.
So any memorable things happened there? Anything
Fitchburg.
podcast worthy or just a beatdown?
Nah, just a beat down.
down.
Just a beatdown. All right. So Bridgewater State next.
Got my first sack of the year.
Shout out to
My first sack of the year. It wasn't how I should have had 2 sacks that game.
I got hurt. Second quarter?
Yeah, second
no.
quarter.
Second? Was it second?
Third.
No, I didn't make it through half.
You didn't make it through half?
I didn't
Oh,
make
you
it through
got
half.
Second quarter?
Second. Yeah.
I was mad though, cause I only needed 80 something or like, so I don't know. I wanted that to be my 1,000
You
game.
needed 80 yards to get 1,000.
I wanted that to be my 1,000-yard game. But
Whoever booked the 80 over yards on DraftKings for Angel Sanchez that day lost their bet. They lost the parlay because you got hurt.
Jesus Christ. You see what you
facts,
do to
hey,
people, Angel?
but I had 7 games over 100, so we good, baby. You got your money.
If you bet
got
a sack
your
on me
money.
that day, I probably got your girl a Prada purse. So,
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm
and the
saying?
parlay, they just won $1 million. The one sack for Hassan that day.
So you had to
Facts.
vote for
That's
dog.
all you get.
But
So-
no, yeah.
So you were pumped at that point. You're one sack of the year. You're amped, talking
Yeah.
shit.
Because that's the game where, like, because when I came in, I was played behind defensive end named Josh Lacert. He's a dog. He's
Dog.
been over the program. He's probably one of the program's greatest defensive end. So, like, me playing behind him, it was frustrating because it's like, you got 2 players at this caliber. Why don't you obviously put them in together? But it was a blessing in disguise because it was a learning experience. And, you know, after Josh, there was nobody else next. Josh dealt with his series of injuries this year. Where he had to come out the game. And this games I had to finish for him. That was one of the games where they gave me the opportunity to go ball. Like, first quarter, Josh was hurting. And it was like, you got it. So I think I had like 3 tackles that game. Like 2 of them were for loss, and I got my first sack. And then Plymouth came, conference championship. They let me play. Like, they let me do the same thing next game. I got a pass deflection. I'm getting up like Sante Samuel and stuff. You know, I'm waving them off. You know, and, like, it was a great.
Why are you saying nah for us?
Cause, man, they called back my punt return at Bridgewater.
Oh yeah,
dog.
they did. Yeah, and the crazy thing about that punt return, we're in the defensive huddle. Like, we just got off the field because we're running punt return, and the coach is talking to me. He's like, Hassan, you're doing good. Woo, woo, woo. He's telling me, and I just hear everybody. I'm looking at the stance. Everybody's going ballistic, and I'm like, I don't know if I should turn around and like look at him or just like.
Cause when we go to the sidelines, like our bench is facing the crowd,
Yeah.
and they don't really want us like. So if
Looking at the
offense is
game.
on the ground and defense on the field, like they don't really want us looking at the game because we got game plan. What we do next series type. So, like there would be times where the offense is on the bench and I know the defense is going crazy, and I'm just like, damn, I can't turn around.
That's tough. So that sucks for you, but I'm not getting that punt return. But just his ball out game, but the 2 games, Bridgewater State and the Plymouth, being his friend, his roommate, knowing his struggles, seeing him do good those games, how is that feeling for you? Watch, obviously, you play offense, he
Yeah.
plays defense, so you get to see him. Well, you can't really see him like you just said, actually, but you
Little
know he's
bit,
playing
a
well.
little bit, yeah.
A little bit. So, or even in highlights,
Mm-hmm.
watching the film after the next day. How do you feel seeing him finally, get those that playing time?
Shit, happy. I was seeing this guy's mouth whole season talking about coach is doing me dirty. Coach is like, I ain't getting. Like there'll be times like after games he's just like mad, and I'm like, yo, we just won. Like what the fuck's wrong with you? And he's just
but
like,
I'm
shit,
hot.
bro, I barely got in. Like, and I was just like, shit, bro, your time's coming. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. And this is when like what he said, Josh was dealing with like injuries and stuff. So I'm like, man, just if he goes down, just step up when your name's called. Do your thing. And then, you know what I'm saying? My boy got a little sack on him.
Hey, get that stack.
Yeah, that boy got a stack.
It was like, I don't know, because it's just frustrating when you got one person telling you your time's coming. Now you got 30 people telling you. It's like, well, damn, when the hell is my time coming? Like,
Yeah, sometimes maybe you feel like you're getting let on, but then
yeah.
you got the opportunity to show it, and then you showcase in these 2 games.
But it's all about trusting the process because, like, at the end of the year, me and my coach had a meeting, and he was like, yo, like, it's time to get right next year. Like, we're going to run this MASCAC for a couple of years, and you're going to be my guy, like one of my guys. Because our defense is star-studded. Like, and the pieces we got coming together, it's going to, wow.
Yeah, the Plymouth game, 46-21. That's the game. You guys were the 2022 MASCAC Champions.
Yes, sir.
Hey, BBS, get it. How do you guys feel about that?
Ring season.
I feel great. I feel great.
Felt amazing, man. It was our first conference chip since 2002.
2002. And it's our first championship together since 2010.
Since 2010.
Dope,
So
bro.
that's, 12 years?
12 years
Yeah.
in the making.
Yeah.
Then just to wrap it up here with this ass kicking. So with the first round of the playoffs,
Yeah.
Ithaca did wax you guys. So
Yeah, they did.
Learning lesson here. 20-63. What were you guys just not prepared? They were just the better team, or
I mean, I would say we was prepared. It was just it's hard to come out with a win or have a game close when we have 4 turnovers in like 6 minutes.
Yeah, man, we turned that boat, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's 28 points.
28 points in 4 minutes.
Well, they scored on every single.
Yeah,
It was inside. It was inside that they're 20.
Inside their 20, inside their 30.
So like we got the ball first drive, fumble inside their 20. They kick it off to us. Fumble. They score. We go back on offense. I think we drove down the field. We didn't put points up though. They get the ball. They score. We get the ball back. We fumble again.
Sheesh.
So it was just I feel like we were prepared. We just were killing ourselves with the fumbles and turnovers.
It was the first time you guys really dealt with that type of adversity. It's probably since Anna Maria, which is 48-63.
Yeah.
But at least you guys were scoring there. It seemed like a little bit more competitive of a game.
Anna Maria wasn't even supposed to go down like that.
Yeah, I didn't play that game. So
I feel like Anna Marie, like me personally speaking, I feel like that Anna Marie game was a wake-up call. Because, the year before they won the New England Bowl, they're projected to be the top 3 team in New England. So you already get it. And then you go through a team like Hassan, you whoop their ass. Everybody's like, I've seen it at practice. Like that week, I was like, man, everybody's not locked in. Everybody's, lackadaisical. It's like, oh, this season about to go through a breeze. We just killed Hassan. Like every team that walks in our faces.
weak.
And then Anna Maria just came and was like, like
woke us up for
that
real.
was kind of a different type of game than this. I think a game. First time you guys were facing adversity all season, and it just didn't. You guys were just maybe
shooting ourselves in the foot.
yeah.
But we'll be back.
Oh yeah,
Mark my words.
Yeah, we'll be back. So,
for sure.
what are the expectations for the 2023 season? What should we see from the team and from Angel coming up?
Shit, from the team, like our coaches say all the time, 1-0, win the rep. Just go one game at a time. Take practice serious. Make sure everybody's in the weight room. Make sure everybody's on time to meetings. Because this year, like he said, he had his one-on-one coaching meeting with his coach, like defensive coach. I had a one-on-one coaching with the offensive coach, and he was just telling me, like, you got to be one of the leaders this year, next year coming up. And then just, like, he knows I can ball and stuff, but he was just like, we need you to step up and be a leader. Dante can't be the only one talking all the time because he talks too much. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. But I'll definitely, try and help my best. I'm to try to be my best around the guys and just set an example, because I know there was times where where I've been on teams and I'm supposed to be like the leader and stuff, but I don't really, when I'm like the older guy in the group or like just the top guys, I don't really say too much. I just do it. But like when I do talk, like this is like I mean it. Like we gotta like actually turn on, because there was this one game I forgot. I think it was Westfield. Everybody was just talking on the bench, like when the offense was out, and I'm just focused, sitting down, head down, and I get up and just start spazzing on him. I'm like, bro, like we gotta wake the fuck up.
I never seen Angel like that.
I was like, we gotta wake and I told him, I'm like, shit, I don't do this yelling shit, because like we're in the middle of a game, but we gotta wake the fuck up. Like I don't know what the fuck we're doing. But yeah, just be a leader more next year. Get in the weight room, put more numbers up. For me, personally, shit, I'm coming for everything. I ain't get All-American this year, so I ain't do too much.
Use that as motivation to be All-American
for sure.
next year.
I'm coming. I'm getting a full season. So the numbers is gonna be even crazier. I'm gonna get bigger. I'm gonna get faster. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just getting started.
This connection with Dante is going to be better.
Exactly what I was just about to say. The connection with me and Dante is only going to get better.
If you think you missed the Corsair game this year, you're not going to want to miss nothing next year.
Nothing at all, because this team we're about to have next year is crazy.
Have mercy.
And y'all can pull up, have the whole prov, cranny, all that. Pull up, show some support, love. And like I said with me, man, just go crazy. I need that. I need that All-American.
Showing that love. You guys may see him pull a Tom Brady on the sidelines. And how about you, Hassan? What is your expectations for the next season? You said you were playing behind, I forget his name, but you're playing behind someone this entire season, Josh. Yep. So what is your expectations for next season? What's your work ethic and mindset coming into the season?
My expectations for next season is you know, me and the coach, we talked about it, and next year I'm going to be on the other side of Josh, so we can have both ends there, and we're just, oh, man, it's just going to be crazy, man. Like, we had a great defense this year where, like, everybody was just flying around.
Oh, yeah.
And now that, like, the pieces we have fit so well together, like, we got so much cats on the team, like, we got dogs and a kid named Sam Alicia, a kid named Hendrick, and kid's a
Handy.
dog. And he's like a linebacker rusher, but it's like you have me on one end, Josh on one end, and you just have him just ready to just bite. Like, you don't know what's about to happen. And then we just, the DBs, our linebacker core, even the up front, we're losing 2 seniors up front. But what we're gaining is just incredible.
Yeah.
It's about to be crazy. My expectations is to be the most dominant defensive end in the MASCAC in Division III. I want every quarterback to fear me. I want every running back to think about bouncing to the outside and be like, oh, shit, Hassan's over there. I can't do that because it's going to hurt. I really want to, like, I showed what I could do this year.
Yeah, for sure.
But, like, I really just want the world to know, like, oh, shit, this kid is not playing. Like,
We here.
and it's going to happen this year. It's going to happen this year.
Nah,
Like,
for sure.
It's going to happen this year. This camera right here, dog,
Right there.
it's about to get filthy this year.
Hey.
I promise to God.
Love to see it.
From offense, defense, to coaching staff, to the trainers, to UMass Dartmouth is the school to watch this shit.
Facts.
Yes,
and
sir.
Like one more thing, man. Ain't no more getting bullied. If we see Ithaca again, they better be
Oh, yeah.
ready.
We want the smoke, dog.
They better be ready.
They want to smoke. They're coming back for that repeat championship again, baby, and taking the crown this year for the Nationals. And just I like to do with, Angel knows this on the podcast before, with people who are close. Hassan, any flowers you want to give to Angel on cam while people are still here? We have to give flowers as well. Like, people are really good friends. Anything you want to say to Angel on cam, just for that bond you guys have with each other.
This guy. Nah, man. Angel, like, I really appreciate Angel. Like, the longevity of friendships that I've been through in my life, I could say that Angel has stuck through everything. You know what I'm saying? Angel has been around. He's been, even when he's not around, me and Angel live nothing but 10 minutes apart. But it's like, we always going to find a way to be with each other. Somehow, some way. Like, it's crazy how 2 years ago, we was both in different positions. Like, I'm in a post-grad. He's still in high school. And then he go to post-grad. I go to Juco. And then we end up coming back to play football together. So, like, Angel know, like, I'm grateful of this kid, man. Like, you need people like this to push you every day. Like, people like Angel Sanchez, like, not even the work ethic and the football player, the person. Like, you need people like him. Like, we damn near the same. I'm just dark-skinned. Like, that's really it. Like, you need somebody that's going to be you. Like, simple. It's like, me and Angel probably the only people that wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning singing R&B songs.
Which one?
All of them.
It don't matter. You put a shuffle on this clip. Like, literally, it's a clip. Like, we done went to sleep, 4 o'clock in the morning, just jamming out. Like, all right, yeah, it's time to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're bugging. And be like, all right, yeah. And then wake up. Like, actually,
back to
Angel told me the Angels' first game back, Framingham. You remember what song you told me to play when you wake up?
Triple H.
Triple H game. When I woke up first and I seen Angel move, I done put on the speaker. He done woke up and rose out of bed like the Undertaker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you just need friendships like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
it's not even a friendship; it's a brotherhood at this point. Like, from 6 to 21, like, we've been doing a lot of things together. We've been playing football together, play basketball together. We done seen each other go through it. We done cry together. We done a lot of things. Like, we done been through it all. And just to see where we've came now, just still doing the same thing we did when we first met. It's just like, damn, like.
That bond is going to continue to grow stronger as well.
Yeah.
How about you, Angel, to Hassan?
That was pretty kind words, man.
Thank you, man.
Nah, but shit, Hassan knows what's up, man. Like you said, we've been knowing each other since 6 years old. We've been through a lot of shit. Yeah. Like you said, first time actually, rooming with this dumb was probably like best times I had in school. Fucking wake up early, like he said, bullshitting, just enjoying life, man. Just living and playing football, lifting weights.
Yeah.
Well, one of my, best friends growing up, it's just fun. Like he said, still playing football, which is like after high school, not a lot of kids do.
Not a lot of kids do.
Still playing college ball, thank God. But yeah, there's so many things to say, and like he knows what's up. I don't really.
He's not trying to make me cry. Yeah, that's why.
But
just being.
That's my guy. Like he said earlier in the you might have
The podcast.
Yeah, in the podcast. Like you said earlier in the podcast, like his family knows my family, and like we've been knowing each other since flag football.
Yeah.
First quarterback I had. We had great times.
You heard him. You heard him.
Nah, but it's all love between me and him. His little brother, my little brother. They know like knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? They just like he said, we brothers.
It's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
Like the only time we're probably serious is in a game, and we're barely serious. Like probably one of us would be serious. Like if I'm pissed, Angel would be like, "Yo, bro," like, or if he pissed, I'd be like, "Yo, bro," like. But
offsetting each other.
Yeah, that's how it be for real. Like during the games, like we'll be up at like 2 or 3 touchdowns. Me and Hassan just look at each other like, yo.
Yeah, we just start doing some BS like, yo, bro, like.
Let's start playing music up top.
Bro, if last chance you came to our school, Lord, God, they would give us a deal.
They'll start playing music. They start playing music up top.
Yeah.
And me and Hassan just, dancing in our own little world.
Dancing. Like
having fun.
Crazy. Like after the WestCon game, they started playing Teach Me How to Dougie.
Yeah. I was like, okay, they going crazy in here.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, my cousin got a video of it. He's like, look at these 2 kids. Like, and it's just like, that's what it is. It's 2 kids from Providence playing college football together.
Hey, dope, man. A lot of people can't say that, especially playing football with your best friend.
Yeah.
Rooming with your best friend. You guys got memories coming up next season, and many more memories to come through. I'm glad you guys came through. Make sure you follow my guys _Angel Sanchez 5.
Yes, sir.
Right here. And my guy, make sure you follow my guy Hassan. Your name is
Smoke De Niro 13. Long live DJ, man.
Make sure you follow your boy Explore FF on all social medias. Make sure you follow the podcast page, EG Pod Thunder, on all social medias, YouTube. Like, subscribe, send us to the moon. And make sure you tune in to their highlight tapes coming up soon. Angel's dropping his.
Soon.
Big things coming for next season, 2023. Get it, baby. Let's get the repeat.